We met him at a get-together before John and Marilyn Busine's wedding. 1973, September.
I was best man in my best friend's wedding, and she was not maid of honor, but she was one of the attendants for the bride in the wedding. So, and we had a party for the wedding party. This was like 4 months before the wedding, and we met there.
Oh, I just figured I was just going to the get-together. I had no idea that there'd be any eligible bachelors there.
Did you just ask her out there, or?
Oh, no, I was too shy.
Oh, he was pretty outgoing. He had these platform shoes that were kind of patent leathery, but he just seemed really nice. He was, I don't know, I just thought he was really good looking, too.
So handsome, sort of life of the party, would you say?
Yeah, he was kind of the life of the party.
I don't know what I did, whether I probably inquired through my friend, asking his fiancée to ask Nancy and her sister whether they would say yes if I'd asked him out.
Yeah, I just called and said, would you like to go out? And I said, oh, sure. Talked about movies that he'd seen.
For example?
Oh, I can't remember. Harold and Maude.
It's about I believe he's supposed to be a 16-year-old that falls in love with an 80-year-old woman. So
he thought it was a great movie, so he wanted me to see it too. It's about a young man's preoccupation with death. It's weird. It's a weird movie. I don't think I'd recommend it.
It almost didn't happen because she lost one of her contact lenses, and but she chose to go out with me with one contact in and one out. So
I lost one of my contacts, and I thought, well, I can't go on my first date with a pair of glasses on, so I had one contact in. One eye had a contact in, and the other one didn't.
How long did you date before you proposed?
Let's see, it was about 6 weeks. I think it was November 9th. We met on September 15th, and we were engaged on November 9th.
I think it was about 2 months. It wasn't more than 2 months.
So, that's pretty quick, wouldn't you say?
I'd say it was very quick.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, but there were extenuating circumstances.
Dave always says it's because I was going to go to Tennessee or Kentucky and be a public health nurse. But I don't really think it was that. I just think that it just kind of turned into that. I don't know.
She was going to be leaving in 2 weeks, and so the only way I could see to keep her from going to Appalachia was to get her to agree to marry me. I didn't want her to leave and then try and keep up a long-term relationship. I knew that wouldn't work. She'd fall for some hillbilly out in West Virginia or something. So for a change, I did. I actually was much more bold than I usually am. So
yeah, he was kind of the life of the party.
But even at that, I did not come right out directly and ask her to get married. I just kept hemming and hawing and saying, well, this is leading somewhere, and maybe we should, take this to the next step or whatever, without actually saying, will you marry me?
Hoping she would get the hint and
Yeah.
say, yes, I'll marry you.
And then avoid rejection, too.
Oh, yeah.
If she didn't get the hint, she wouldn't say, no, I won't marry you.
Mm-hmm.
She'd just say, let's keep it where it's at, and I wouldn't feel quite the rejection.
I don't know. It wasn't romantic. It wasn't with flowers or a ring in hand. It was just well, maybe we should get married.
How long have you been married?
35 years.
Of bliss?
Not all bliss. I don't think any marriage has all bliss. It's bliss off and on.
Happily?
Yeah. For the most part.
Mostly bliss the longer we're married.
He's a very affectionate person, would you say?
Not really.
Did you know he was the one?
I did.